Hey guys, I know it's been forever. I'm sorry. This is Arm Productions, aka and I'm a 47 for and I'm back in another Princess of Birdbot 24. That was the most flawless intro I've ever done. Yep, Princess of Ruin has been forever. I'm sorry. You know, busy. My final exams are soon coming up in May, and it's terrifying, and we have, since it's the last year before going to another school, I don't know how the school system works other places, but in this school system you go to school when you're 5-6 years old, and then you graduate when you're about 15-16, and then you go to, I think, what's supposed to like a special 10th grade, I think, or you can go to a boarding school, or you can just go straight to what would be high school. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to a boarding school afterwards. So yeah, that's why I am very busy doing a lot of homework since it's the last year before going. And I'm also hanging a lot up with my friends, because after when the summer vacation, then we say goodbye, and we're probably not gonna see each other in a long time. So yeah, it's hard to keep in contact. I know that. So sorry for rambling, but that's the reason why I'm kind of busy for the time being, and also I need to do stuff even though I can't be too stressed. So yeah. But I'm trying my hardest. Okay, we're gonna play Princess of Ruin. I can't remember what happened, but we're in this place. Beautiful. It's this place. It's so bright! Oh, hello, Shell. It feels warm. I'm falling asleep. Nana, it didn't take too long to get here. It's as though distance are warped in this world. So, this is the Phoenix domain. Once I open the gate for you all, I will sleep again. You won't be able to contact me until I regain my power. How long will it take for you to regain your power? I do not know. If you insist on remaining in your world, then we will not see each other again. I see. We must remain in our respective worlds. Thank you for your help. Yes, thank you so much for protecting us. Goodbye. Aw, goodbye, Phoenix. Nice seeing you. Oh, we're in the palace! But how the frick are we getting home? We're out, but where are we now? What, we're in a castle? It seems abandoned. But of course it's abandoned. There's no more royalty nowadays. But which castle are we in? Well, these four don't look that surprised. Maybe they know. What are you talking about? How would I know? I did hear them say palace, so of course I expected a palace. I know that you... Ugh, my head. I'm so dizzy. I felt like I spun around in the midair for a long time. Is anyone here well enough to get healers? Me too. I need to recover. There's no one here. It looks like we have no healers. Shut up. Sorry. That world isn't made for us. We're experiencing the side effect of the star plane. Maybe we should all rest first. I don't think we're allowed to rest here, although it seems that no one lives here. We'll regroup again later. I can't handle standing up any longer. The others head out of the throne room. I trust Selen and Siren to lead them into some rooms. Nana, are you feeling okay? I'm dizzy. I'm still able to stand, though. How about you? I'm the same as you. It seems our gems protected us from many of the side effects. I can't believe we ended up back here. It seems that we'll have to tell the truth. It's hard to continue lying with this dizzying effect, especially when Selen and Siren can't think clearly right now. We should leave a few things out, like Siren's attack on the civilians. We had no bad intentions, so things should work out fine. I'm sure they'll understand. I don't know about that. Yeah, a possession of these gems wasn't from any ill intent. We should keep the shortcut to Azaria a secret until we know they won't take action against us. We're both from the same timeline, but I wonder which part of the timeline Siren came from. I wonder as well. I'm glad I have someone from the same time as me. And I wonder what happened after we were taken from the Phoenix. You must be wondering too. Yes, I am. It was your gem that was broken. How did you lose your gem? What happened back then after I was taken by the Phoenix? You were alone with the Alice. I'm getting nauseous. These gems may protect us, but they don't shield us from everything. Let's talk tomorrow. Something happened! I know it! By the way, if you hear singing in the background, it's because a couple of girls are doing some karaoke things and they're very loud. I'm sorry. There hasn't been music in a long time. I'm pretty sure I put on the music. Well, yeah, yup. You're not saying everything, Kione. I can see it in your closed eyes. Alright, please rest well, Kione. I am very suspicious. Dum. Music! How long did I sleep last night? I'm still dizzy, but it's not that bad. I should recover in another day or two. How are the others doing? No one seems to be awake yet. Nana, are you okay? Just a little dizzy. Siren, are you okay? Yeah. How are you feeling better? Yeah, are you guys feeling better too? I'm still a little dizzy, but I'm just glad we're out of the star plane. Now that we can actually recover, I may need another day or so. So we're stuck with them. I don't think so. Let's have a look at the star plane. No. Are you afraid it'll be chaotic? It was chaotic when you tried opening it in Caesarea. You were able to close the gate quickly before anything happened back then. We have to check it. Yes, we do. Otherwise, we're really stuck here. Hello. It's just the way we left it, except there's a gate on the left now. Now that Kione has his gem again, everything's stable, right? His gem? That gate is the shortcut Kione used to travel to Azaria in the past. I'm so relieved. After the gem was fixed, the plane is stable now. So they can go home through that? Back then there were 3 power sources and many gates. I was only in there a few times. If I compare the feeling from back then to now, star energy isn't as strong as before. I wonder why the other gates and power sources disappeared. I never had a chance to explore where the other gates led to in the past. I wanted to explore them with Visalis before things didn't turn out the way I wanted. Good, we can go to Azaria whenever we like. We should all concentrate on recovering now. We shouldn't wander off leaving the others behind. And Siren, keep the shortcut a secret until we know they won't turn against us. Okay. What is going to happen? I wrapped my vines into a small basket and used them to gather fruit. Oh, this. This tree is filled with orbs. Is this my doing? Thinking back, when I tried to control the power source before, some orbs fused with the plants here. The Crimson Wizards used to fuse orbs with their power. Did I unconsciously fuse them with my plants myself? I touched this tree. It's all full of orbs. And the fruit I gather is also glowing. I take a bite. It's the sweetest fruit I've ever had. Orbs fuse with my vines. Hello, orbs. They aren't fusing yet. Back then the plants slowly absorbed the orbs. I can't make them fuse with new plants in my current condition. I better take it easy. Yeah, do that. You can control orbs like that? Wow. I was testing. Anyway, the others had a little exposure to the stars, so they'll take longer to recover. So for now, we'll regroup. We should talk about our past and what we should reveal to them. We can't hide the fact that this is Rasila. Yes, they will want to know. One of the reasons we had to keep our mission a secret before was if we happened to be linked to darkness, it would be bad if they knew about us. It was partially why. I didn't want to tell you guys that. It would have distracted us and made us afraid of finding out who we were. Would you want to regain all memories if you knew you did terrible things in the past? It would have distracted me if I was afraid of what I did, like if I killed a lot of... Did you? No, I didn't have a past like that. Kione and I were doing good for our kingdom, so... It is why we can tell them now. So, what kind of past did you have? We can tell each other first. Whoa, you guys are really special. I can't believe it. Yes, so who were you, Siren? Is something wrong? I was just a servant. I wasn't special, so... You served Rasila? Yes, that's all. I wasn't a fighter or special like you guys. I was just a servant. That's all. Why were you put in the cleansing circle? I don't know. It must have been an accident. I was caught up in it. I don't know the Phoenix like you guys. Really. I don't know why the Phoenix likes me. But that's all. I'm not special like you guys. I didn't have any power, but I somehow got this power. So it's from the cleansing circle. Maybe, but that's really it. I'm not special at all. So people do gain power from the stars, so that's it. Maybe, I guess. I'm not special like you two. Please don't ask anymore. You won't tell which part of the timeline you're from. I'm not sure, but compared to your past, mine is nothing. That's why I don't want to say anymore. He sounds so timid after getting his past back. If he did do something bad in history, then he wouldn't be this timid, right? But I do know that in other areas during Rasilev's rule, the kingdom was darker than the time of my existence. I was lucky to be born during a time when the royal family was kinder. He may be from the times Rasilev was tyrannical. That may be why he's so timid. Alright, we won't push you. Okay. Siren helps out, but he ends up returning to his room to rest again. I continue to gather fruit alone with Kione. You've gathered a lot. Yes, I gather enough for a few meals, so I won't need to do this later again. Let's take a break. I want to talk to you. Oh, alright. What do you want to talk about? Well, always business. Kione, why don't we just have a great, nice talk about your favorite movie? I think you'd be the kind that love like the good classics, like Good Will Hunting or Forrest Gump or something. Or maybe you're into Lord of the Rings. You're like in the fantasy. Oh, you'd love sci-fi movies, I'm sure. Anyways, I have a lot of favorite movies. I am personally a big fan of the Lord of the Rings movie. I think it's incredible, and of course Harry Potter. But the books are absolutely better. The books are fantastic. This is a very one-sided conversation. Alright, let's get back to business after a tiny break. Alright, we're back. Kione, hello. Well, Simon won't tell much about his past. I wonder if there's something about the timeline he's from, or is there something he did? A lot of people from our time were just servants too, and you do know that we were both lucky to be born during the time Rasilev was less bad, and we got to serve a better royal family than those from the other eras. I know. I don't want to push him, but I want to know more about him. Are you afraid he has a dark history? He's our companion. We went through a lot together. Of course, I'd like to keep trusting him. We are all that he has now. There aren't many records about our kingdom now. Many of the books were burned. I do want to know more about our home. But he's much more emotional now. I'll wait for him. Were you able to read the books before we were taken in the cleansing circle? A little. I mostly read what was available in Vasilev's Skills Academy. I had little time to read in the palace. But all the books I read spoke to the greatness of Vasilev and talked about all the great rulers. And those books were written by people from Vasilev. It's hard to find records of Vasilev outside our kingdom. But when I traveled long ago, Azaria and all the other towns were poor. They lived to serve us. They didn't have much. I had to keep relations good, though, whenever important people came to visit. Yes, you did. The royal family during our time was less harsh. People like you weren't needed until our king's rule. Because they wanted to have better relations with other places we had visitors. Your type was needed in case they tried anything. Our kingdom was known to be dark, but it wasn't always because of crimson wizards. Different people respond to power differently, and Vasilev was known to rule with an iron fist. The crimson wizards may have controlled the power source, but that isn't the only place power comes from. You remember what a Cellars was like. The law was put in place so everything related to Vasilev's power should be taken away. Isn't that law a little harsh to stop anything that is related to Vasilev's power? We would think that it's all the wizards doing, but we don't know much about them, or if they were always in control. Are you sure? We met them ourselves. The wizards who protected the royals didn't act unless they needed to, and we only saw them in action during the murders. And in the past, I visited Azaria and other towns disguised as a crimson wizard. Azaria was driven by poverty. Azaria? Okay. Yes, if you were born outside Vasilev back then, you basically had nothing. We were lucky to be born here. Maybe. There were few wealthy people around. That's when I met the Lyran family. They asked me to do their bidding. And if I helped them, they'd give me a great reward that'll last a lifetime. They seemed to know how they operated quite well, so I had to watch them. It's the same family Alexander is from, right? Yes, I'm sure he's one of the descendants. The Lyrans were wealthier than they are today. Families like the Florals were just poor gem crafters, barely getting by. You met a lot of families? Yes, it appears Crimson Wizards only took what they could to leave but once they got all they needed, they retreated back in the shadows for a bit, until they were needed again. So people forgot about them after a while, and there were only rumors about them existing. When the ones with power turned to darkness, they would do all they could to reach their goals. That was when the wizards they were paid little for their skills. So then Crimson Wizards weren't. You wonder how they hid so well in the past? They only reminded people who they were from time to time. If they really sought power, they would have been more famous. They made it so they were like creatures from fairy tales, and people pondered about their existence. That is, until they were fully exposed 50 years ago by the legendary heroes. If you just need to do a few jobs to live great for the rest of your life, that's what you'll do, right? That's how wizards operated, at least. That's my conclusion. There may be other reasons, but from my observations, this was their true reason. The ones we fought seemed like they wanted control. People and families change from generation to generation. I'm sure we met them when they needed to come out of hiding. The wizards had the power source, but Vasilev must have had power even before the barrier existed. Vasilev had a firm grip on the world for a long time. Wizards most likely flocked to them later, promising more power. Our kingdom has been in power for so long that no one knows when they rose. The current laws were put in place not only to get rid of Crimson Wizards, but to stop power and its source. So, because they don't know how it began, what is it? The legendary heroes from 50 years ago exposed star planes, but no one knows about them in detail or how to get in. The law is meant to prevent that, and so people will stay away from Restleth. My guess is they believe this source has always been there. Few have power nowadays to travel, and there are skills forbidden by the law. We never had forbidden skills during our time. They put limits on our magic that can be abused. I spoke to Selen about the academy before. He said they keep a record of skills you know. Wow, you connect things together so fast. Are you impressed? I'm always impressed by you. I've always been. I see. You still seem so worried. Yes, it's because even if we must tell others of our past, Alexander Lyran isn't someone I trust. Oh, look at that. I am sorry, but I can't. I know we can't trust Alexander, blah blah blah. But look at that smirk of his. Are you impressed? Yeah. Are you impressed? Should I take my shirt off? Sorry. I don't trust Alexander either. You believe he knows of his family's past? I don't know. I'd keep things a secret, but he is able to tell when we're keeping things from him. We can't keep secrets now that he saw the phoenix in our palace. I do trust you. I don't know how well Siren and Selen will remain consistent with our lies. We'll have to watch him. He has influence over Azurian people. He's the most dangerous one here. Now the question is, are we supposed to give him a piece of our mind and be like, he seems like a reasonable person, or should we just kind of go with the flow and be like, yeah, we should be careful. We should be careful. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. We better be careful. Lyran did seek out. Wait, is the status not? Oh, okay, still like that. Lyran did seek out wizards long ago, and he was digging for answers in the star plane. It's hard to tell what he's thinking. He does have the police on his side. I'm not certain if I should let him go back to Azuria. Watch him carefully. Me? I was a soldier, and your job was to influence the possible enemies with your charm. He thinks I have charm. If Alexander does become our enemy, you're the best candidate who can change his mind. His friend Selen, his rival. Perhaps Relis can influence him too? If Relis is on our side, he will try to convince Alexander to believe in us. So there are two heroes I will need to talk to. I knew I can count on you. And Selen knows too much about us. I wonder why he really came here. His intentions are too good to be true. I've seen a lot of people in my lifetime. People usually don't risk their lives out of good intentions without a reason behind it. They actually do. Kione. They actually do. And he does no more than the average person, like activating cleansing circles. So we'll trust you to take care of our heroes. I'll figure Selen out. You guys are awake already? Did you hear what we said? Selen, you're up. So are the others up too? Yeah, I didn't expect to see you up already. What happened to asking if I'm okay? Oh, are you okay? I need to act natural. I'm so dizzy, but it seems the others are doing worse, so they're still in bed. I came down here because this is where the food is. So, are you two okay? You both look okay. Yes, I'm just gathering fruit so everyone can eat when they wake up. You guys seem to be doing so well. Oh my gosh, did I ruin your moment? Huh? You're both standing together like you're having a moment, but then I come here waltzing in. I'm usually sensitive to this type of thing, but I'm just so dizzy I couldn't think. Probably if I did, I'd leave you. But if I did, I'd leave you two alone. What are you thinking? You two are from the same past, so it seems like you two are catching up for old time's sake. And the air around you two changed ever since you both got your memories back, so I didn't mean to interrupt. Why is she so surprised? He's like, Doom! Sorry. You have a wild imagination. We were discussing important things. We didn't have these moments you're thinking of. So, I'm wrong? Yeah. So you two were never together in the past? Great! That means we can still have fun together, Nana. He did it again. Fun? Well, even if we were to have some fun, my head isn't. Go rest. I'll take you back if you have trouble walking. Want to heal me like you did before? Our moments in bed back then really were nice when I was recovering. Moments in bed? You could feed me like last time. But then you forced fed me. Then you're so aggressive. I don't remember the exact events from the time you freed me. Salem, if you're behaving like that, it means you're fine. Anyway, I want to talk to you for a moment. What for? If it's about your memories, I think it's better if we're all together so we can catch up. If you're dizzy, I'll take you back to your room. Nana can continue gathering food for us. What? I'd rather have Nana. Let's go. Sounds like... No one left their room? I left fruit by their doors. I know I'm the one most accustomed to the star plane, and that's why I only need one more night to recover from my dizziness. It's finally the next day. I feel slightly dizzy, but my mind is quite clear. I clutched onto my gem. Questions about what happened after I was taken away still nag at me. Are we responsible for this negative energy the Phoenix spoke about? I have to know. Acelus was my friend, but was he also? I'm not sure what to think of him. He walked the path of darkness, and he's gone now. Hello, what do you do? Are you doing better? Are the others awake? I'm okay, and only Kione's awake. I checked the baskets I left outside the doors. They are almost empty, so they did come out to eat. So, are you feeling better? A little dizzy, but why do you ask? If you're feeling better, I wonder which part of the timeline you're from. I don't know. You don't? I don't really want to talk about my boring and useless past. I don't think it's useless. Why do you want to know so much? I had no special... excuse me, someone came to see me. Cat. Cat, what are you doing? Excuse me a second again. Right, okay, sorry. Well, you don't have to tell me yet. I just want to know more about my home, that's all. You and Kione really want to know so much, but I don't know anything. He asked you? Yeah, this morning, but I don't know anything. I'm so useless. And it's a stupid past, so I hate remembering. Please stop asking. I see. We can't push him like this. Nana? I'm hungry. Are you feeling better? Yeah. Hello, sorry I wasn't here yesterday, but I was dizzy. That's alright, you can't help but be affected by the stars. I just imagine like everybody caught the flu and it's just me and Kione and maybe Simon who's like half sick to take care of everybody. And it's just walking around. I feel awful. I am so confused. Whoa, I still can't believe we're in this place. I keep thinking it was just a dream every time I woke up. I'm here at some castle. So, does Princess Nana live here? So now that I'm feeling just okay, what is this place and what's going on? Where is that red mage? I knew some of you would leave while I had to recover. He'll be back. Are you sure? Yeah, please don't doubt us. Then, will you tell me about your past and what's going on? Well, I plan to wait for Kione to come back, then so we'll be together. I can't wait. Of course we can wait. If I continue to wait, the rest of you may leave before I get answers. You can't go far because this place is... What is this place? Fine. I'll tell you all. Is it okay? Kione and I have the same past, so whatever I say will be the same. And it'll help you guys to be at ease, right? I have to say it now, so they don't doubt us. Everyone was in awe for a while. I left out certain details like the shortcut to Azaria and my fascination for Kione back then. I can't let Kione know that I admired him that much before. Wow. You guys are really special, and this is really Rasilov? The story does make sense. People stuck in time, released by Selin. Selin really ran all the way here? Yeah, and I had to help him, so... You risked your life to try and save Azaria. That's admirable. You have a noble heart. Noble? How kind of you to say so. Kione did suspect Alans have other reasons to be here. This is unbelievable. To think that that famous place and you guys are from the past. I have to absorb all of this. So do I. Now that we escaped the star plane, you guys will give up the gem to the power source, right? Well, the laws were put in place for a reason, and I understand why you guys have it. Now that you got your memories back, you have no more reason to use the power source or to stay here. You can all come to Azaria and live a new life, right? There are still a few things I want to know, like what happened after I was taken away. If that means you must use the star plane, then let it go. I just can't allow access to this power. You guys had no bad intentions, but people fell in the star plane because of your gem. That must be hard to just give it up, so I'll let you absorb it. Just like I need time to absorb everything I just heard now. And there's one person's past we haven't heard about yet. Won't you tell us? I was just a lowly servant. 30, which part of the timeline are you from? I don't know. I'm just a servant. That's all. Who was your king? They'll think he's suspicious. He's just a servant who hasn't had time to absorb reality yet. Kione, you're back! Where did you go? Here, Rylis was injured by his own beam, so I'm sure he can use this. A healing gem. Thank you very much. Although, I think I need more than this. That's the only spare I could find. We didn't find any other gem that worked, so where did you get that? How did you get hurt by your own beam? It was weird. It just returned and hurt me. Wait! Jeez, what is up with all these interruptions? I'm sorry. Are you all hungry? Let's eat and talk later. If you do want to know about Siren, he's having a hard time absorbing the fact that he left his past and ended up here. You yourself have trouble absorbing all that has happened. Give him some time to recover. Oh, you're so cute, Kione. Being sweet to Siren or just trying to do what you think is best for... I don't know. I hope it's your heart and not your brain that does this. I see. It's tougher to absorb reality when we're all dizzy like this. We'll go rest and talk later. Alright, Nana. Siren, go. Let's gather some more supplies. Okay. Ow! Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to bump into you. Shill hadn't spoken, so I almost forgot he existed. Oh, that's harsh. Wow, why didn't he talk at all? Thanks for helping me. You will have to tell us about your past. Anything you can remember. Anything. Alexander Group is suspicious because you won't talk. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't be so harsh with him. Jesus, now it's raining as well. I just wish you would trust us, that's all. We're from different timelines. but we expected the same fate. We've transcended time and ended up here. I want us to stick together, but it's hard without knowing your past. You heard Alexander say he'll take away our— Shut up, Rain! It's so noisy! I bet you can't even hear it. I can. It's like seriously loud. Oh well. You heard Alexander say he'll take away our access to the power source. Oh well. If he gets more suspicious, he may do more. We need to remove any suspicion on us. Are you afraid I'll turn my back on you? Maybe. We won't. Yes, I understand that you're scared. I don't mind if you don't want to risk anything. I just wish you can trust us with your past. Trust? Yes, you're close to us, and we should trust each other. I'm really just a servant. That's all. You know nothing else? I like you guys, but I just embarrassed. Then I'm embarrassed about my past. That's why I don't want to say. You two are great, but I did nothing worthwhile. I had no power, I had no authority. I only had to listen as a servant. Compared to you two, I'm nothing. That's why I'm so embarrassed with myself. That's why I don't know what to say. But you two are still so kind and want me to stay with you. You want to trust me. Alexander seems like a dangerous person, and I can't let you guys be in danger because I won't talk. I'm so sorry. I didn't have any good past. It's okay to just be a servant. You can tell us what happened during that time. Anything. Which king did you serve? I'm not sure I was. You really don't know? Well, I've only been in 2 places my entire life. What do you mean? I'm a servant who served only in a certain part of the palace. I saw almost nothing. I was always left in the dark. How can you know the king? How can you not know the king you served? That's strange. Because I'm like I didn't mean a lot of tasks there, and it was just my place. I talked to almost no one and knew almost nothing. That's how it was. And whatever happened, I just got dragged into it. Let's go to the place you were at last. Oh wow, we haven't seen this place. I don't want to be here. Did something happen to you here? I know you guys want to know, but and if I don't say anything, you won't trust me. But all I did was serve people here. That's all. Did you serve during a tyrannical king's rule? I guess, because I wasn't allowed to leave this place. This place was off limits during Nana's and my time. It was only for bodyguards and the royal family to enter. Was it? Yes, the cleansing circle was here, and the Phoenix was imprisoned over there. The Phoenix was imprisoned here? Yes, you never saw her? I know you two met an imprisoned Phoenix, but other people got to come here during my time. There was no Phoenix. Really, then? Was there a barrier? Not that I know of. I've never been outside this place. Look at the sky. You can see the barrier Nana created. Did you see that in your past? No, the sky was clear. Kione, you don't believe me. There was no Phoenix. I saw no barrier. I never got to leave the palace. I guess it's like you said. There was a tyrannical king. Please believe me, I hate talking about my embarrassing past. I had nothing to live for but to live as a servant. I elbowed Kione lightly. It's all right. You escaped from your past now. We're here for you. But you're both questioning me because you don't believe me. I believe you. We believe you. I understand that you hate your past, so you hate talking about it. Nana, thanks. You're always kind to me. Kione's like, well, I'm sorry, I can't be kind. I'm tired. I'm going to rest so that dizziness will go away. What did you elbow me? You were pushing him too much. What he said sparked my interest. I had to know more. What he says is true, then he's from a time before the power source of the Phoenix existed. Is he really from that long time ago? Of course I want to ask him more questions, but he doesn't want to say. If the Phoenix did not exist, then why is there a cleansing circle here? I don't want to say yes to everything! I'm sorry, but you can't have... I don't know. Siren's a good kid. Siren's a good kid. He's hiding something, but he's a good kid. Okay, after a long time of thinking, I have decided that I will not just give in to Kione. I'm not just gonna tell him that. We can trust Siren. Try not to scare him away, dude. We can trust Siren. He was from the cleansing circle like we were. I trust what he said. He's from a time when there was no barrier, no phoenix, and no power source. Why would he lie? It's not that he's lying, it's what he's keeping from us. He's scared and doesn't want to remember. I know. I wanted him to trust us enough to tell us more. In his time serving a dark kingdom, he wouldn't have paid attention to the things you find important. He'd try to stay out of trouble. You were a soldier. You're stronger than he is. He was a servant who couldn't do much. We may have each other, but he's all alone. Who else can he turn to if he can't turn to us? So try not to scare him. I'm scary. Oh, I didn't mean that you're... I just want to know more about him, because if there's no cleansing circle or barriers, then he may be from the lost time period. Lost time period. Rassilef was always known to have this barrier, but there aren't many records of the kingdom before the barrier existed. I would like to ask him, but I'll resist if I'm scaring him. Yeah, he may tell us one day, so we'll just wait. Nana, do you really find me scary? I've looked up to him and always tried to stay on his good side so he doesn't push me away like others. I don't want to tell him that. Why are you silent? Are you scared of me? No? But you found me scary here. It must be because I was a soldier. I've always been to the point. I didn't mind intimidating other people. There were a lot of people who only talked to me for my status, and if they'd gotten too close, they would have tried to undermine me. I didn't care if I was alone. You weren't alone. Well, I was surrounded by people, but I didn't have value other friendships. Anyone who got too close to me undermined me. I risked it with Acellus, and he undermined me. Because they either want to use me or wanted to beat me so they could gain something. So you didn't value my friendship either? Well, I never tried to pursue your friendship. That's sad. Well, okay then. I have to end the episode. Alrighty.